Hi everyone, welcome or welcome back to my channel Destiny Moon Tarot, and welcome to yet another pick a card reading in the Future Spouse series. In today's reading, I'm going to be finding out what your life is going to look like after you get married. Okay, so what will your married life look like? Now, this is a reading that I'm filming on the recommendation of one of you lovely viewers. So if you ever want to see me do a particular reading on a particular topic, or if you'd like me to do a specific reading, feel free to just leave suggestions in the comments below and I will try and make them for you. So yeah, without any further ado, let me introduce you to today's groups for you to choose from. We have group number one with the opalite heart crystal. We have group number two with the rose quartz heart crystal. And we have group number three with the green aventurine heart crystal. As always, take as much time as you need. Pause this video if you'd like to make your decision to choose either one or multiple of these groups intuitively. And once you have made your decision, you can find the timestamps that correlate to your group's reading in the description box below as well as in the pinned comments. And I shall see you all in your reading. Hi, Group 1. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Opalite Heart Crystal. So let's find out what your married life is going to be like. I have all of your cards pre shuffled right here. So we're going to begin with these first. I want to get this card here. So the first card we have for you is Enjoyment. Next up, we have Compatibility. We have Worthiness. We have persistence as well as spirit. Okay, these are your tarot cards that we will get in a while. Let me just get started off with these few cards first. So your main theme being enjoyment is just showing me that your life, your married life, is going to be a very enjoyable one. Okay, you are really going to have a good time being married. You're going to have a very enjoyable time. This is also giving me a feeling that maybe it's enjoyment that you're experiencing for the first time, in the sense that maybe before you got married your life was a little dull or a little slow, uneventful, maybe even a little bit boring. But I think that's all going to change a lot after you get married, group number one. Hold on, I just need to close the window because yeah, it's just really loud outside. Okay, I'm back. Okay, so that's also giving me a sign. I mean, this is a PG-13 reading, so I'm not going to say much, but like, yeah, maybe you are going to be experiencing enjoyment in like a very physical manner. Okay, so in a sense where you're closing doors, you're closing windows, you're drawing curtains and stuff like that, if you know what that means, group number one. But yeah, just overall the energy of your married life is that it is going to be very enjoyable. It's look, I mean, marriage is work at the end of the day, but I think you are really going to enjoy the person you're with, which is why I think you're going to be able to deal with everything that life throws at you from a place of love. Okay, and from a place of enjoyment. You're not going to put an effort into your marriage thinking, oh my god, marriage is hard work, marriage is a struggle, marriage requires constant upkeep, which yes, it does, but that's not the attitude you're going into marriage with. You're going into this marriage with an attitude of wanting to enjoy each other's company, wanting to enjoy marital bliss, wanting to enjoy your own life as individuals as well, right? And that is the energy that you're bringing to the table, which is why I think with whatever you have to deal with in life, or whatever it is that you do in life, you are going to make sure that it's stemming from a place of you having a good time, and also stemming from the emotion of love. Yeah, because you actually want to because you actually love each other. You'll want to be there for each other. You'll want to do things that are enjoyable to both of you. You know, you're going to have like a good partnership which is not codependent unhealthily, right? Like you believe in enjoying time together, but you also believe in enjoying time as individuals. It's not like once you get married you're like not responding to family messages or like not meeting up with your friends anymore, and that's not something you want for your partner either. So I do see you going on like fun outings, fun dates, but then you also having a really good time as an individual, you know, still hanging out with your friends, um catching up with your colleagues and stuff like that, you know, doing things on your own as well, right? So just enjoying yourself. I also see that that's possible because there is really good compatibility between you and your partner. I think when it comes to most things, you guys are on the same page. I think you have very similar values and morals and principles. You want very similar things out of life. And I think that just makes it easy for you to both do things that you both enjoy, and you know that together makes it an enjoyable partnership, an enjoyable marriage, right? So that is something that I'm seeing here. I definitely see that you and your partner are team players. And you know, you will be looking out for yourself but also for each other. You know, you believe in two healthy individuals coming together to make a healthy relationship and maintaining that relationship by also continuously working on yourself as well as on the relationship, right? So that is something that I'm seeing here. Your partner and you are also someone whom are very persistent, right? You're very determined, you're very goal oriented people. So you know, especially when it comes to your marriage, I mean, this is something that you could be experiencing when it comes to work, like you know, being ambitious and being driven with work, and like you know, having a good work life balance where like you're um being persistent towards your goals, but at the same time you also take into account family time and quality time with family. But with persistence, what I'm also seeing is that this is a couple that believes in putting in the effort, in keeping the spark alive, right? So I feel like you two are people who will continue putting in effort into your marriage and into your relationship. You're not the kind of people who would start taking each other for granted the minute you're married. You know, I think you are still going to put an effort to look good for each other, to take care of each other, to look after each other, you know, to keep the spark alive. You're still going to put in a lot of effort into that relationship, right? And that is also probably another reason why you are in this enjoyable relationship. With worthiness, what I can see is that this is a relationship where, like I said, you don't take each other for granted. You actually are each other's biggest cheerleaders. You are always reminding each other that, you know, you're basically each other's hype person. You know, you're always picking each other up or like lifting each other up. Anytime someone needs motivation, the other partner comes through. You know, you're good at giving words of affirmation. You're good at yeah, quality time, words of affirmation. I think these are things, you know, like even acts of services is things like love languages that I see you guys practicing in your marriage. With worthiness, I also feel like this is the kind of relationship where maybe from time to time you are going to have to remind each other what you are worthy of, okay, and that you actually deserve each other. Maybe there are moments where, because this is such a good relationship, maybe you're going to wonder if, like, you know, you guys are ignoring red flags, or if you're not looking at the picture clearly, or if, you know, you're missing the point because maybe you see people around you being unhappily married and you are wondering how that's not been a struggle for you guys. So you know, maybe from time to time you might need reminders. Maybe you or your partner or you as a couple might need reminders that you are worthy of this healthy, happy, blissful, enjoyable relationship, you know. and that you do deserve each other. You do deserve a connection that is so highly and divinely protected, that it was almost like orchestrated for you two to come together, okay, as though by like serendipity, right? And it is a rare thing in this day and age to be able to find a partner that is truly your person, through and through. So yeah, at times it can get a little bit overwhelming or surprising, but like there is this reminder here to not let such moments like sabotage something good, your insecurities or your need for reassurance. Let them not be the reason for some sort of self sabotage, right? That is something that's coming through. Like you don't want to pick fights, or you don't want to unnecessarily complicate a good situation just because you're not used to it, or you feel sometimes that you're not worthy of it, or if it's like getting imposter syndrome. It's like wondering what you have done to be blessed this way. Like, yeah, these things unfortunately do lead to self sabotage sometimes. So every now and then I feel like reminding yourself, your partner, and like each other, giving each other reassurance that you know you guys are worthy of this, because you're both in it with such pure intentions and such kind hearts that it just makes sense. Yeah, it just makes sense that the universe and like a higher power has gotten you guys together, right? Let's get your tarot now. So first up here we have the sun, beautiful energy. We have the 5 of cups as well as the 8 of cups. um so yeah, not making impulsive decisions because of self sabotage, because you are constantly comparing your life to others, or comparing your life to what your relationship was like in the past. Not letting your past destroy the peace of your present, and the potential of your future. Like not doing that is like advice that's coming through, I guess, for you, because like the general prediction for you is with the sun card here, that even through the ups and downs, you will be there for each other. And this isn't like a bad decision that you have made. This isn't a wrong person. Like once in a while, if you do get into a disagreement, or once in a while if your partner doesn't say exactly what you were hoping they would say, or do exactly what you were hoping they would do, doesn't mean that you have chosen the wrong partner, doesn't mean that you are not aligned, doesn't mean that you have made a mistake, right? So that is a feeling that's coming through. So it's like believing in fairy tales and living a fairy tale, but sometimes you also have to be realistic. And there are ups and downs in life, but in those ups and downs, not self sabotaging by wondering if you have made a wrong mistake, or like holding on to grudges, or like saying, oh, like 99 out of 100 things about my partner and my marriage are amazing, but it's this one thing. And like, of course, if that one thing is a non negotiable, or if it is something that is harming you in any way, then I wouldn't say ignore that one thing. But if it's something small, something that maybe if you communicate with your partner, it can be worked on, or if put an effort, it can be worked on, it can be improved. Then don't focus on that one thing that's going wrong, right? So yeah, that is sort of the advice that's coming through for you, because in general we have the sun here. This is what your relationship and your married life in general is going to be like. It is going to be one where there is going to be a lot of enjoyment. There will be more happy moments than difficult times. Majority of the chunk of your marriage is going to be very joyful, very enjoyable, very blissful, just happy. I can also see here that you might have like opportunities to travel a lot, to vacation a lot, to hang out with like minded people a lot, to um, have fun. Yeah, have fun. You'll have a lot of time in your life to have fun, to make memories, to maybe adopt a dog, or you might have a human child, which is probably going to be a son. That is also something that I'm picking up from this card right here. But yeah, majority of your married life is going to be extremely blissful, and the message here is that whatever little comes up, like few little things here and there that don't go just how you had fantasized them to, doesn't mean that you have made a wrong decision, doesn't mean that you have chosen the wrong partner. Okay, group number one. So yeah, be mindful of that. Don't throw away something impulsively, or like don't fixate on the not the bad, but don't fixate on the not so perfect in your relationship by like ignoring everything that's good about it. Yeah, so that is the message that I have for you guys, group number one. I hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Claim this reading in the comments below. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me. It's free of cost and it helps me grow as a creator here on YouTube. Every time you engage with my video by either subscribing or liking or leaving a comment. So please feel free to do that. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys. Hi, group two. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the rose quartz heart crystal. So let's find out what your married life is going to be like. We have all of your pre shuffled cards right here. So I'm going to begin with these first. So, first up here, we have direction, we have life purpose, right? We have love. What a beautiful reading. Okay, we have rhythm, and we have gratitude. Okay. Mm-hmm. Okay. We also have your tarot cards right here that I will get into in a while. Let me just begin with your oracle cards first. So first up, what I can see is that I think your married life is going to bring a lot of changes into your life. Okay, something that you have seen coming. Okay, so maybe after you get married, you're maybe changing your job, or you are moving to a new place, you are moving into a new house, you're moving to a new city, a new country even. This is giving me a feeling that you are experiencing changes in more than one fields in your life. Okay, this could also mean that after you get married is when you're feeling very aligned to your life's purpose, to what you're supposed to do in life, what you're meant to do, where you're meant to be, where you're meant to go. Okay, so like if you're moving to some other place, or if you are starting a new career or something of that sort. I think this is all happening because this is aligned with your life's purpose. Okay, anything that's happening is like bringing you in alignment with your life's purpose, with your higher purpose, with what you're supposed to do in life, with what you're supposed to experience in life, right? That is something that I'm seeing here. I feel like this is like your marital life is going to be one that I think, yeah, there's going to be a lot of change happening. Okay, so it's not just that you are living with someone now, maybe you're living with someone which is new for you, but you're also living in a place that is very new to you, you're also doing something for work that is very new to you, right? So I think, yeah, there is a lot of like changes that are happening, but during all of this change you are going to have an attitude of gratitude, because this is going to be good change. This is something that you saw coming. This is something that you're able to deal with quite well. this is something that you are grateful for, because your life is changing for the better. Your life is changing, and like growing in the direction where it feels very aligned to you, so it doesn't feel wrong, it doesn't feel overwhelming. Okay. Even if there are moments where you feel like you're overworked or something, I feel like your partner is going to provide you with a lot of emotional love. And yeah, there's just a lot of love in your relationship that is really going to get you through your marital life, and also through all of these changes. With rhythm as well, I think there is like a higher power that is just helping you with these changes. These changes are not going to be very tumultuous. This is going to be like a very calm, easy transition that's going to happen. This is not like an overnight thing. This is something, like I said, you're going to see this coming, or like it's going to feel very aligned, it's going to feel very right. So even if you are leaving behind something that's familiar, even if you are feeling anxious or like overwhelmed at times, I think it's like there is this higher power that's helping you through this change. And the love and the support you get from your partner is also helping you through this change. Your own attitude of gratitude is also helping you through this change. And also, just feeling generally aligned with your life's purpose is also helping you through this change, is what I can see. Um, yeah, yeah. There's also this message of like anything that you feel like this is not what you wanted, but this is where you are right now. There is a message of like not focusing too much on the details of how you wanted something to go. Okay. So maybe you thought that even after your marriage you'll probably live in one city, but now that you're moving, I think, like, instead of feeling bad about it, or saying, this is not something that I ever wanted, just like surrender to a higher power. Okay. Because I feel like whatever is right for you, whatever is meant for you, is what's happening for you. Okay. Like, yeah, I feel like there is this feeling that, whatever you're meant to experience is just automatically coming into your life very easily. Okay, so instead of resisting it, instead of being scared of it, instead of trying to run away from it, just embrace it, just surrender to the unknown, is the message here. Let's get your tarot cards now. In the first up, we have the Tower, we have the High Priestess, as well as the King of Wands. um okay, so the message here is, yes, of course, the Tower just shows us change, a lot of change, and a lot of like disturbances, kind of like the one we're experiencing right now. I don't know where this like construction sound has begun. Like, this wasn't something that I could hear in group number one's reading, but for some reason in your reading, there is construction work going on around my house. So yeah, there is some sort of like, changes being made, there is some sort of chaos, there is some sort of disturbances in your life post marriage. But as long as you're letting your intuition guide you, as long as you truly believe that um you know a higher power, a spirit is going to show you the answer. Okay. As long as you're not making impulsive decisions, as long as you're making sure that you are really listening to your intuition and your higher self, it's all gonna be okay. Don't follow your anxiety, follow your intuition, is like advice that's coming through for you to help you with this change. Because with the King of Wands, what I can see is that you are having to be really creative. You're having to learn things. Do something out of the box. Do something you've never done before. Okay. Now this could just, for example, say you're moving to a different country and you've always lived in one country, and like the country that you're moving to has a different culture, it has a different lifestyle, it has a different language, maybe even, right? So those are all things that you're going to have to learn and you're going to have to get used to, right? um But yeah, there is this feeling that, like, don't become anxious, don't let your anxiety overwhelm you, don't let fear overwhelm you and scare you, because I feel like you are on the right path. Help will be shown to you, whatever resources that you need will come to you very easily. And of course, you have the love and the support of your partner, you have the love and the support of a higher power as well with rhythm right here. So yeah, there is this message of like not resisting the unknown but just surrendering to it. Okay, listening to your intuition, letting your intuition guide you, learning and adapting as as you go, okay, and as you can. And it's okay if you make mistakes, you have to stop being so hard on yourself. Okay, just because you are married now doesn't mean you're all of a sudden thrown into this world where you have to act like an adult and like know all of these things. But like, that's not very realistic. Okay, for example, this is not even something that intense. Let me give you like an easy example. Okay, say you have a washing machine at your place and you know how it works, right? But when you go to someone else's house, they probably have a different washing machine, and even though you know how a washing machine works, there is no harm in just like asking them once, like, oh, so like how exactly does your washing machine work, like what are the buttons that I need to press for your washing machine to work, or like, oh, okay, so like this is where I keep my spices in the kitchen, but like where do you keep spices in your kitchen? Or like, so like little things, just like, instead of being stubborn and instead of saying no, we're gonna change everything around here, this is where I'm used to having all of the spices, so this is where I'm gonna keep it. Just like give in, it's okay. Maybe where they keep their spices are much more convenient than the ways that you were used to, right? So yeah, just learning on the job, just like learning as you go, evolving as you grow, is like the need of the hour, right? So yeah, like don't be stubborn, don't feel like no, it's my way or the highway. Just compromise a little bit, be willing to learn, be willing to surrender, be willing to accept things, right? Because there are some things that you can't change, so those things you just have to accept, right? So yeah, that is the message that's coming through for you guys. But I feel like in general, I think your marital life is going to be one which is going to make you feel very grateful, because you will be grateful for everything that you have. It is going to be good, it is going to give you exactly what you need, exactly what you want, exactly what's right for you. And there's also a lot of love, okay, in your relationship. It's just that maybe the initial period is going to be one where you have to adapt, you have to learn, you have to maybe get used to a couple of things. There's some sort of adjustment that's required, but that's not a lot, right? It's not um like, I don't think anyone here expects you to completely change who you are, and if that is what's happening, then you have to stand your ground and set boundaries. But honestly, this just feels like yeah, you being thrown into like a new situation which you've never been in before, and it can get overwhelming. But through that, you do have a lot of love and protection from a higher power, as well as from your partner, is what I can see here. Okay, a group number two. So I think I'm gonna end your reading on that note. Let me know what you thought about your reading. Claim this reading in the comments below. Give this video a big thumbs up if you enjoyed it. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me, and I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys. Hi, Group 3. Welcome to your reading. You guys chose the Green Aventurine Heart Crystals. Let's get into your reading and let's find out what your marital life is going to be like. I have your Oracle cards pre shuffled right here. We're going to begin with these. These are your tarot cards that I will get into a little bit later. But we're going to start off with your Oracle cards first. So we have Solitude, we have Inner Peace, we have Maturity, okay, we have Inner Strength, and we have Enchantment. Ooh, okay. So, the fact that we have inner peace as well as inner strength is just showing me that, this is a relationship that is going to make you feel very calm, very safe, very secure. You're going to feel that way once you're married. Don't be scared of the solitude card. Okay, I should have, I think, started off with the solitude card. No, this doesn't mean that you're going to be alone. I just think once you're married, you are going to feel so safe and secure in your relationship that you are going to actually be grateful for the years of solitude that you have spent waiting for this person. In the sense that maybe right now, maybe if you're not married or like you're not in a relationship right now, maybe you're looking at other people getting married and you're like, us when God, me when God, or it's cuffing season while I am filming this reading. So like, yeah, cuffing season is difficult to get through as a single person. And it gets difficult, right? And a lot of people, I think, in their solitude, in their loneliness, sometimes lower their standards, or settle for someone that they think is the best thing for them, even though there's someone better out there for them. Like, they settle, they don't live up to their potential, they don't wait for their right partner, right? And then later on have issues, right? So I feel like what you are going to experience is so much safety and security that you will be happy and you will be grateful that you did not let moments of solitude or moment of loneliness get to you. Okay, because I feel like if you would have lowered your standards, you would have not met someone who would make you feel as safe and secure as your future spouse does, right? So maybe you're the last person in your friend group to get married, maybe you're the last of the cousins to get married, maybe your younger cousins or like your younger friends are getting married, and you're wondering what's wrong with you right now, or like you're wondering when that's going to happen for you. But the message here is that once this does happen, you're going to be grateful that you did not take a desperate decision out of loneliness and solitude. Because if you would have, maybe you would have ended up with the wrong person. Maybe you would have made an impulsive choice. Maybe you would have made a choice out of anxiety, which would have led you to, making a wrong decision, maybe, right? But you're going to see how mature your partner is. You're going to see how magical your life is, your marital life. You're going to see how your life after you get married is better than what you could have ever imagined for yourself. And you're going to feel so safe and so secure in this relationship and in this marriage that you're going to be happy that you did not chase, that you did not settle, and that you waited for the right person to come to you at the right time. Okay, you're going to be grateful for that, is what I can see. Your married life is going to be one that is definitely going to be better than what you have imagined, what you would have thought of, because it almost feels like you're journaling or you're manifesting your perfect person, and you're like, I have been doing that for a while, but where are they? And there's like a higher power, like your ancestor or like God or the universe, that's looking at you right now and saying, oh my God, if only you would know what is in store for you, you would have more patience. So yeah, I definitely feel like your patience and your maturity and the work that you're doing on yourself right now, all of the healing that you're doing is definitely going to pay off, because the relationship that you're going to end up in is going to be 1,000 times better than what you have manifested, than what you have fantasized about or even imagined. Okay, so let's get your tarot on that note. We have the Three of Wands, we have the Chariot, as well as the Six of Wands. Yes, it's success, it's support, it's victory, that has come to you, and you have paid a price for it. You have started from the bottom and now you're here. You have um maybe dealt with a lot of lonely cuffing seasons. Maybe you have done a lot of work on yourself. You have had to fight the resistance to just lower your standards multiple times, right? But because you had patience, because you said, no, I want a good relationship no matter how long it takes. I'm almost getting like a person praying or like journaling or like manifesting, saying, it's okay if it takes time, but bring me the best. Okay, bring me the best thing, the best person, the best marriage. Even if it takes time, no problem, I'm ready to wait. Okay, so maybe right now it's difficult. You're having your moments where you're feeling impatient, where your patience is running thin, maybe. But the message that's coming through is that, like, once you're married, it's all going to make sense, because you'll be like, my patience and my hard work really worked. And it paid off, because what I have right now is so much better than what I had imagined I would even get. you know so yeah, that is a message that's coming through for you, to just you know um not let the comments of others, or comparison, or even loneliness or anxiety, or impatience even, motivate you into taking a wrong decision, an impulsive decision. Okay. Um, what you are coming what you are desiring, what you are needing, is coming to you easily, and it's coming to you in divine timing. Okay, and what is coming to you is even better than what you have ever imagined or fathomed. So yeah, that is a message that's coming through for you. So your marriage, and your married life, is going to be one that is going to make so much sense to you. You'll be like, oh my god, this is so good. And because I was meant to experience something this good and not sabotage it, and actually become deserving and worthy of this, is why a higher power, the universe or God, was making me wait. Because now I have reached a point where I know I am deserving of this, I know I'm worthy of this, and I'm so grateful I have this. Even if it took time, it doesn't matter, because what I've gotten is so much better than what I was expecting. It's so much better than what I could even think for myself. So yeah, that is what your married life is going to look like. It's going to be one where um you throughout your married life, I think there will be moments where you will have to again keep up with that patience, with that work. You will have to do put in work, you will have to be patient for the things that you want. But when they do come through for you, it's going to be something magical. It's going to be something beyond your expectations, beyond your wildest dreams. That is what your married life is going to be like. It's going to be one where you're going to be feeling very safe, very secure. You're going to be feeling like there is support with you always. There is this feeling that there's always someone with you all the time. There's someone watching out for you, there's someone supporting you and loving you and looking after you and taking care of you, protecting you. Even if that means that sometimes you have to be patient, sometimes you have to put in a little bit of work, and maybe work harder than other people. Maybe other people are getting these things easier or faster than you are, but what you are getting is truly something that you are going to enjoy, is truly something that is going to be magical and beautiful and beyond your wildest imaginations. Group number 3. So yeah, this is just a message, I guess, for you to hold on to hope. Be optimistic, be positive. And if this is something that you haven't been manifesting, like you are just manifesting your person, the advice here is to manifest the right person. Just start saying, I trust, I believe in a higher power, I surrender to divine timing. Whatever I want, I know it's going to come to me. I want the best of the best in divine timing, you know? That is something that you need to start telling yourself. That is a belief that you need to start really living in, really believing. Yeah, let that be your mindset. Because what's coming after your marriage is just a beautiful, safe, secure, calm, peaceful life. Group number 3. Yeah, yeah. It's like all of your prayers being answered. Yeah, it's like, oh, I have this, and like I couldn't have asked for anything better. I couldn't have even thought that this is something that I was able to get. That it's that kind of feeling that I'm picking up from you after you get married. There's a lot of peace, there's a lot of um, stability and security in your life within yourself and externally as well. Okay, so this is like not just with the emotional things that your partner is able to provide for you, but maybe also the materialistic things that he's able to provide for you, he or she, they, them, so yeah, that is the message that I have for you guys, group number 3. I hope you enjoyed this reading. If you did, please don't forget to give it a big thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what you thought about this reading. Claim this reading as well in the comments if you'd like to. Subscribe to my channel for more readings from me. It's free of cost and it helps me grow as a creator here on YouTube. And I will see you all in my next one. Bye, guys.